Everest Recycling Solutions' end goal is a sustainable recycling business that, partnered with local education programs, will result in a cleaner Timor-Leste. When you arrive in Dili, you'll quickly notice that the city has a serious waste management issue. The current systems are unreliable and labour intensive. As a result, significant amounts of rubbish can be seen in all public places. When we arrived, a lot of footwork had been done. We made it our goal to bridge the gap between the waste producers and processors. Our biggest achievement was getting a paid trial with 6 businesses up and running. We'd mostly targeted expat bars because they were financially well off and usually had an understanding of the importance of protecting the environment. Once this was done, we had a mad panic trying to get it off the ground and running until December under local management. We pitched this idea to Project Everest, who granted us $500 to cover costs until December. This was on the condition that we could find a facility by the end of the month. Unfortunately, due to time restraints in the last week, we could not source a suitable facility and did not feel confident that we could adequately hire and train our employees in the time we had remaining. For 4 days during the trial week, we met our truck driver at the participating businesses and loaded the truck up with bottles and cans. Once all the waste was collected, we dropped it off at our accommodation, which was being used as a temporary segregation facility. We sorted the recyclables into 3 categories and collected data about the number of items collected, as well as the time taken to transport and separate. We invoiced our clients at the end of the week, as well as asking them to fill out a customer satisfaction survey. Now this is where you come in. Before you get in country, it's really important that you read the handover, the contracts, standard operating procedures and business models, everything that there is to know about the business that we were left in the Google Drive. Once you get here, the first thing to do is get in contact with the businesses that we've been servicing and understand your obligations. Re-establish contact with all relevant stakeholders, employees and truck drivers. And please feel free to contact us if there are any issues. We were in contact with one member from the February team, and this made a huge difference in our understanding of the project and our actions to move forward. The last major challenge facing ERS is sourcing a segregation facility. We were unsuccessful in finding one that fit our budget, and it should be your first priority when you arrive here in Timor. The recycling solution isn't just the collection of the waste. Your solution should incorporate the processing of this waste into a useful product for the community. Currently, aluminium tins can be sold to scrap metal processors who export the metal to be recycled. However, there is only one plastic processor in Timor, which is not ideal. We have not found any processors in Dili that can recycle glass bottles, and this is a major roadblock for ERS. One of your main goals of the month should be to develop a low-cost process to stop glass bottles going to landfill and ideally create a profitable product. Rubbish collection can make an immediate difference to the situation here in Dili. However, to make serious long-term change, we need to implement an education program to increase environmental awareness and change attitudes, starting with the Timorese youth. The education program was something we initially worked on, however our biggest priority was getting the trial off the ground, so this was put on the back burner for the meantime. There are already some groups such as 3R doing school workshops about waste. You should try to work with them and invest some energy into boosting their program or developing your own. Once you've got yourselves acquainted with Dili and ERS, you should, as a group, identify exactly what it is that you want to achieve. We found this really useful as you can start to feel quite confused and directionless if you're all just doing your own thing and everyone has different ideas of where they want the project to go. A business model canvas is a good way to document this. Update this BMC as you progress through the month.